Okay. So now, guys, what we're going to be talking about today is our parallel lines. Yeah, you need parallel lines, transversals. Now, guys, this is an eighth grade topic. Unless they change the curriculum, you did learn this in eighth grade. Okay. But like I said, we always assume you guys have forgot it and don't know how to do it. So, all right. All right. Now, so guys, now guys, if you have parallel lines, you will know they're parallel by the markings they have, guys. In geometry, especially when you get up into a higher, like start to get into higher level stuff, you can't assume anything in geometry unless it's told to you that something's parallel or it's got symbols with it. You can't assume that it's parallel. And how you can tell two lines are parallel? They'll have two lines like two arrows like this or two arrows like this. Can't assume that. All right, now, and guys, these are your two parallel lines. We'll call these line L and line M. Okay, we call them line L and line M. That's your two. And guys, if you wrote it out like as a geometric sentence, it'd be line L is parallel to line M. If you wrote it out, um, that's how you'd write it if you were writing it out to show these are parallel without symbols. Now, guys, what we're going to do here also is a line that cuts across two lines. That is called a transversal. This is called a transversal. It's called a transversal. We'll call this line T. All right, we'll call him T. So two parallel lines. That's my transversal. Okay. Now, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, there are angle relationships that are made when that happens. Okay. Now let's talk about some relationships. Now, first of all, guys, if it's between the two parallel lines, that is interior. Okay. If an angle is between the two parallel lines inside the two parallel lines, that's interior angles. If they're on the outside, they're known to be exterior angles. So guys, just make sure if I say interior, exterior, you know what I'm talking about. Exterior could be anything outside the parallel line. Interior's got to be inside to be interior. Now, so let's start some angle relationships. That's a bad line right there. All right, all right, guys. So let's start with some common ones. Now, angle one and angle two. They're known to be alternate. Now, are they going to be interior angles or exterior? They're going to be interior, okay? So those are known as alternate. I'll tell you what alternate comes from in a minute. alternate interior angles, okay? And they're alternate, guys, because notice where my transversal is, where the transversal is. Notice the two angles are on opposite sides of the transversal. That's where the alternate comes from. Alternate means different sides of the transversal. Okay? They get the interior part because they're on the inside of the two parallel lines. All right, now, angles 1 and angle 2 are alternate interior. And then angles 3 and angle 4 are also alternate interior. Because notice one's on one side transversal, one's on the other, and they're both interior inside the two parallel lines. So now, and guys, both of these, all alternate interior angles, when you have two parallel lines in a transversal or congruent. And guys, now, congruent written out, that's how you write it. If you write it as a symbol, it has a squiggly equal sign. So if I say if I write this symbol, that means congruent. Okay. Yes. It does. It's got a squiggly with two lines. All right, guys. So that's the first set of the first angle relationship we're going to talk about. Now, let's talk about the next one. It's like I hear it. All right. Now, the second one we're going to talk about, guys, is alternate exterior angles. Now, looking at the name here, where are these going to be located? Inside or outside the parallel line? Outside because it's exterior. That also tells me that since they're alternate, that means they're going to be on opposite sides of the transversal. So now, so angle 1 and angle 2 are alternate exterior. Okay? Okay? Now, angle 3 and angle 4 are alternate exterior. Okay? And guys, these are congruent. And guys, remember, if it's congruent, and a squiggly equal sign is the same thing. Okay? Now, the next set we're going to talk about are a little bit different. What? These are used a lot in Math 3. But, guys, like I said, a lot of the math you learn in high school is not going to be used in everyday life. I don't know. The state tells me what to teach, and I teach you guys. All right. Huh? If I didn't have kids, that's where I'd be. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about, guys, are guys. Yeah. The next thing we're going to talk about are corresponding angles. Now, yeah, sorry. Angle 1 and angle 2 are corresponding angles. And guys, how you can tell it's corresponding? One's in exterior, one's interior, but they occupy the same position. Notice the position of 1 and 2 is almost identical, except one's inside and one's outside. Notice they're on the same side of the transversal. Okay, here, yeah, it's corresponding angles. Plural. All right. Now, angles 3 and angle 4. There'll be math here in a minute. Angles 3 and angle 4 are also corresponding angles. And they're also congruent. Okay. All right. You're gonna have some IXLs to do. Yeah. Okay. Now, I think we got about 2 or 3 more, and then we'll be done. All right. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I bet you ain't gonna do nothing but hurt your feelings. That's all it's gonna do. I ain't gonna hurt nothing else. All right. Here we go. Now the next thing we're gonna talk about. Shh. All right, guys. Anytime two lines cross, no matter where they're at, you can just draw 2 lines like this. The angles that are diagonal from each other, yeah, the, the angles that are diagonal from each other are vertical. Yes, guys, vertical angles are used a lot because it we'll use them a lot here, and then you'll use a lot of them in Math 3 when you do parallelograms. All right. So angles 1 and angle 2, they are congruent. Angle 3 and angle 4 are vertical angles, and they are congruent. All right. All right. Next thing. All right, guys, we're at the board. All right. Now, I know, but everybody's focused on the board. Nobody should be talking. Now, guys, the next thing we're going to talk about are consecutive consecutive interior angles. All right, now angles 1 and angle 2 are consecutive interior. And angle 3 and angle 4 are consecutive interior. All right. Now, guys, these are not congruent. Okay, these angles are. Well, you can kind of tell one angle is a lot bigger than the other. These angles are what them is obtuse. These angles are supplementary, which means angle plus angle, if you add them together, equals 180. All right. And so if two angles are supplementary, that means if you added two angles together, then they equal to 180. Okay. So angle one plus angle two is equal to 180. Angle three and angle four is equal to 180. Tommy, why do you get set out for talking every day, but you still talk? Tommy, but I'm just because I've been sitting here listening to you talk. I don't really worry about nobody East Lincoln, man. I, all right, next thing, last one. Okay, now guys, the last thing we're going to talk about are linear pairs or adjacent angles. Now, these are supplementary angles, which means if you add two angles together, they equal to 180 degrees. All right. Now, and guys, there's a ton of these. I'm not going to list them out. Do what? All right, now, angle one. Now, guys, I'm not going to list all of these. All right. Now, guys, linear pairs can be anywhere. You can keep labeling them down here and make them anything that where two angles add together to be 180 or make a straight line. They are linear pairs. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple examples. Yeah, I'm not gonna move it yet. What? These are the notes. Heard face? Okay, Tommy, move back over there. Just move back over there. Just move back over there, buddy. Hey, Tommy, just move back over there. I, all right. So guys, let's